In 2025 alone, travelers lost over $10 billion to airport-related scams worldwide, and seniors accounted for nearly 40% of those victims. The FBI reports that travel fraud complaints surged 87% in the past 2 years, with the average victim losing $2,400 before even reaching their destination. Airport scams are now so sophisticated that 1 in 5 travelers will encounter a fraudulent scheme, and most won't even realize they've been targeted until their bank account is empty. QR code phishing attacks have exploded by 587% since 2023, while juice-jacking incidents at charging stations jumped 400%. From fake Wi-Fi networks that steal your passwords in under 60 seconds to unlicensed taxi drivers who overcharge by 300%, these 14 airport scams are costing travelers millions every single day. What if your dream vacation started with a scam that emptied your bank account before you even boarded your flight? Airports are supposed to be safe, secure, modern, full of rules and cameras. But behind the buzz of rolling luggage and flight announcements, scammers are running their own operations, and senior travelers are often their #1 target. Today, we're revealing 14 sneaky airport scams that have fooled even the smartest travelers. Some are so subtle, you'd never know you were being tricked until it's too late. But once you know what to look for, you'll walk through any airport like a pro, safe, alert, and one step ahead. Let's start with one that hides in plain sight, and it begins with something as innocent as scanning a QR code. The QR code trap phishing is a major digital threat older travelers need to know about. You're familiar with codes promising free airport Wi-Fi or menus. They look harmless, but lately, scammers have been leveraging this trust by covering legitimate codes with their own fraudulent versions. This trap is effective because it strikes when you're rushed, tired, and looking for immediate help. You scan the fake code, expecting a simple update, but you're redirected to a malicious website designed to launch an identity theft attack. This site tries to steal your passwords, credit card information, or trigger silent downloads that give hackers remote access to your phone or tablet. These phishing scams are rising fast because travelers are conditioned to trust what looks official. The fake site might even look identical to the real airport page, complete with logos and branding. You'd never know you were scammed until it's too late. Protect yourself. Treat random, generic QR codes like suspicious alleyways. Always inspect the physical sign for signs of tampering, such as another sticker placed on top or a crooked label. Your rule of thumb should be, if you didn't explicitly seek it out, don't scan it. When in doubt, don't take the risk. Instead, ask an airport employee for the correct official website address or download the official airport app, and always type the address manually into your browser. This simple check ensures you are always connecting to a verified source. But if you thought that was sneaky, the next scam could hijack your phone the second you go online. Free airport Wi-Fi sounds like a blessing, but it can quickly turn into a dangerous backdoor for digital hackers. Scammers set up fake, malicious Wi-Fi networks with names that are almost identical to the official service. For example, airport_free_WIFI out of airportry Wi-Fi. You connect to the familiar looking name, and suddenly, they can monitor everything you do: your emails, website logins, banking sessions, and any sensitive information you enter. Your personal data is being harvested in real time behind the scenes. This is called a man-in-the-middle attack, where the scammer inserts themselves between your device and the internet. To stay safe, always verify the exact name of the official network with airport staff. Avoid connecting to any network that has no password or has a strange, generic, or unusually strong name. Most importantly, if you need to do anything sensitive such as checking a bank balance or accessing financial accounts, use your personal mobile data or a password-protected hotspot instead. This provides a secure, private connection that scammers cannot easily intercept. However, Even if you follow this advice and stay completely offline, your phone might still be at risk the moment you plug it into a public charging station. You're tired, running late, and your phone is flashing that urgent, red warning sign. Spotting a public charging kiosk feels like relief, but wait, that convenient USB port might be maliciously booby-trapped. This hidden threat is known as juice-jacking. Criminals specifically target these public stations in busy airport terminals by loading malware directly into the ports or cables left behind, effectively turning them into data-sucking traps. When you plug in for power, you're unintentionally giving hackers access to everything on your device. This is every traveler's digital nightmare because the entire transfer happens silently and instantly. You won't notice a thing until the financial or personal damage has already been done. Since many older travelers rely on these public charging options, this scam is particularly dangerous. To decisively stay safe, you should always use your own wall charger or carry a portable power bank. If using a public USB port is absolutely necessary, you must use a small, inexpensive device called a data blocker or USB condom. This simple adapter fits between your cable and the port, allowing the electricity to pass through to charge your phone, but physically blocking any data transfer, ensuring your information remains private. Now that your phone is safe and charged, let's move to something that targets your wallet literally. That convenient ATM or payment terminal might not be as innocent as it looks. Airport criminals employ sophisticated devices, skimming devices attached externally to the card slot or tiny shimmer chips inserted inside the card reader to wirelessly steal your data. You simply swipe or insert your card, enter your PIN, and walk away completely unaware that scammers have just cloned your card or captured your account details. Within a few hours, your checking account could be completely drained. These deceptive devices are often disguised perfectly to blend into the machine's existing paneling, making them nearly invisible. Sadly, seniors are prime targets because criminals rely on the assumption that you'll trust the machine's appearance and use it without conducting a simple check. To stay safe, always physically inspect and gently tug the card slot and the entire keypad before you use the machine. If anything feels loose, bulky, or seems slightly misaligned, do not use it and walk away immediately. Additionally, always cover your hand while entering your PIN to block hidden cameras. Whenever possible, use contactless tap-to-pay payments or stick to ATM is located safely inside a regulated bank or airport branch, not standalone machines in public areas. But sometimes, you don't even need to swipe or tap to lose your information. All it takes is a seemingly harmless selfie. That celebratory selfie with your boarding pass is an open map to your personal identity and travel accounts. The barcodes are packed with sensitive, scannable details, your full legal name, flight record locator, and frequent flyer number. Scammers use free online decoding tools to extract this information. This allows them to do serious damage, such as cancelling your return flight, stealing your reward miles, or gaining unauthorized access to your entire travel profile. Even discarded luggage tags are dangerous. Thieves dig through trash bins specifically targeting these tags to gather your name and baggage claim number. They then use this data to file false lost luggage claims for cash compensation or to obtain your bag itself. The solution is simple but requires discipline. Never post photos of any travel document passes, visas, or luggage tags on social media, even after you land. And critically, don't toss them into public trash bins at the airport or on the plane. Keep all travel documents with you until you are safely home, and then shred them thoroughly before disposal. And while you are being vigilant about guarding your personal info, be especially careful when something in the terminal looks too luxurious or too helpful to be true. Who doesn't love a little airport luxury? Scammers know this and specifically target older travelers with the lure of exclusivity. They create sophisticated fake lounge passes, discount apps, or deceptive email offers promising things like senior VIP access minus 50% off today. The moment you click the link, download the app, or enter your payment information, your sensitive data or your money disappears immediately. This scam also happens in person. Criminals pose as friendly but unofficial airport employees, whispering promises of a secret upgrade or immediate lounge access for a small, cash-only processing fee. Spoiler: the only thing you'll get is regret and an empty pocket. A legitimate airline or lounge will never process a deal this way, especially for cash, and especially without using an official check-in desk. Your primary rule here should be absolute verification. Only buy or book lounge access directly from the official airline app, the airport's website, or at the lounge's legitimate customer service desk. Always use a credit card for payment. If anyone approaches you offering an under-the-table deal, remember that it's a guaranteed fraud, and you must walk away. And speaking of people offering assistance, if someone offers help carrying your bags, you might want to think twice before accepting. After a long, taxing flight, a friendly stranger suddenly grabs your heavy suitcase and says, "Let me help you with that." You might initially think, "How kind," but you should immediately think twice. This seemingly helpful gesture is actually a common airport hustle. The scammer's goal is twofold. Either they will demand an outrageous, non-negotiable tip once they've taken your bag a few yards and you're obligated to pay, or, even worse, they will walk off entirely with your valuable luggage amidst the chaos of the baggage claim carousel. These unofficial porters often linger near the arrivals and baggage claim exits, specifically targeting seniors who look visibly tired, distracted, or overwhelmed by their bags. Their entire operation is not an act of kindness, it's a calculated hustle designed to exploit your exhaustion. Your defense strategy must be simple and firm. Only accept physical assistance with your bags from official airport porters who are wearing clear, designated uniforms, official badges, or are behind a clearly marked desk. If an unverified person unexpectedly grabs your bag, hold on tightly to the handle and firmly say, "Thank you, but I've got it," while immediately pulling the bag closer to you. This assertive move often scares off the hustler. However, some scammers don't even bother to take your items. Instead, they focus on a critical moment: distraction. You're at a critical point in the terminal, perhaps waiting at security screening or the gate. Suddenly, an orchestrated event happens nearby. Someone accidentally spills coffee on you, or another person nearby drops a loud handful of coins, creating immediate chaos. Your natural instinct is to bend down or pause to react, and in that split second of distraction, your wallet is gone. Pickpocket teams work in pairs or groups and use distraction like a magician uses misdirection. One person, the distractor, creates the chaos and takes your focus, while the other, the striker, moves fast and silently, unzipping your carry-on bag, grabbing your phone, or lifting your wallet before vanishing quickly into the crowd. These scams are common in crowded choke points where travelers are focused on their documents or luggage. To stay sharp, your defense must be proactive. Keep all bags zipped and secured to your body, especially during moments when your hands are busy. If something sudden and chaotic happens near you, don't rush to react. Instinctively check your pockets and hold your purse or bag tightly first. Maintaining awareness in crowded areas is your best protection against this swift, physical threat. And when you finally reach the currency exchange counter, don't let your guard down just yet. A different type of scam awaits. You approach the counter, hand over a $100 bill, expecting fair change, but what you often get is either heavily shorted cash, a deceptive exchange rate, or even counterfeit bills. Airport kiosks are notorious for terrible, inflated rates, Some unscrupulous operations will intentionally slip counterfeit or old, outdated notes into your stack, or use lightning-fast, confusing counting techniques to make you lose track of the total amount you are owed. This is a classic confidence trick that preys on your trust and exhaustion. To protect your money, you must avoid making large exchanges at the airport entirely. Only swap a small, minimal amount, just enough cash to cover your immediate taxi or bus fare. Plan to do the vast majority of your currency exchange at a reputable, trusted bank branch or a certified office in the city, where rates are much fairer. Before you approach the counter, know the approximate market exchange rate. Most importantly, count your cash meticulously before leaving the counter, keeping your eyes on the employee's hands until the transaction is complete. And once you step outside the terminal, the scams roll on straight to the curb. You're exhausted, juggling your bags, and an unofficial driver often approaches you directly, waving you over and asking, "Taxi?" This convenience offer is a major red flag, as this driver is frequently unlicensed, unvetted, and operating illegally. Once you're inside, he will insist the meter is broken or simply refuse to turn it on, and by the time you finally arrive at your destination, you'll be aggressively told you owe triple the real fare. Unlicensed drivers and dishonest licensed drivers often employ other tricks, too. They might take highly exaggerated scenic routes, driving in unnecessary circles specifically to pad the meter and increase the final charge. Remember, if a driver claims the meter is broken, that means their service is intentionally breaking the local laws. The absolute best way to avoid this major scam is to use the official, designated taxi queues located directly outside the terminal exit. These are regulated and supervised by the airport. Alternatively, use a reputable ride-share application or Lyft where the fare is calculated and prepaid digitally. Always insist on a working meter or confirm a fixed price before the ride begins. If a driver acts sketchy or refuses a meter, walk away immediately. And unfortunately, even if you use a ride-share app, your ride might not be what it seems. Picture this all-too-common scenario. You've just booked a genuine Uber or Lyft through the app. A friendly, eager person approaches you and asks, "You're Jane, Uber for Jane." You nod in exhaustion and get in, only to realize much later that this wasn't your actual driver. Fake ride-share drivers lurk in the busy pickup zones, using simple tricks to find their mark. They might be reading names off luggage tags, or simply yelling out a common name until someone claims it. Once you're inside their unauthorized vehicle, the risks are substantial. They might immediately demand an unauthorized cash payment, or, far worse, they might drive you somewhere unsafe or secluded. Your defense against this increasingly common trap must be meticulous. Always verify 3 things before opening the door: the driver's license plate number, the car model and color, and the driver's photo, all of which are clearly displayed within your app. Crucially, do not share your name out loud. Instead, ask the driver to state your name or confirm the destination. If the vehicle or driver details don't match exactly, or if anything about the interaction feels off, do not get in. While these unauthorized individuals pose a threat, even legitimate companies can play games, especially at the rental counter. You've finally reached the rental counter, pick up your car, sign the papers, and it looks perfect. However, when you return it at the airport exit, often in a rush, the agent is suddenly charging you for a mystery scratch on the fender or an inflated missing fuel charge you didn't incur. This is a notorious travel scam that relies on your haste and assumption of trust. Some companies or their sharp-eyed employees try to take advantage of older travelers by sneaking in hidden administrative fees, pressuring you into expensive, unwanted insurance, or hitting you with those inflated gas charges. Their goal is to maximize their profit during the final minutes of your contract when you have no time to argue. Your countermove is simple but requires diligence. Before you even put the key in the ignition, meticulously inspect every single inch of the car. Take photos and videos of the entire vehicle, the bumpers, roof, windshield, and dashboard, making sure they are date and time stamped. Ensure any existing damage, no matter how tiny, is formally written and documented in your contract. Having this indisputable proof will immediately shut down any attempt to charge you for damages or fees you didn't cause. But remember, not all scammers hide behind rental counters. Some wear uniforms. You are walking through the terminal when suddenly someone in a convincing, official-looking uniform stops you. There appears to be a problem with your passport or baggage. They act serious and aggressively demand that you pay a cash fee immediately. Many travelers, especially seniors, are conditioned to respect authority and often hand over cash instantly to avoid trouble. However, these are almost always imposter officials and fakes exploiting your trust. In some more sinister variations, these imposters will initiate a bogus random bag inspection, and while you're distracted by their questioning, their partner will deftly pickpocket your wallet or phone. You must remember this crucial fact: real airport police, customs, or immigration officials never collect cash fines on the spot in a public area of the airport. All legitimate payments are handled at an official office, usually with a receipt and a card machine. If you are approached, stay calm and politely but firmly insist on being escorted to the nearest official police station or airport authority office. The vast majority of these scammers will vanish fast the moment you demand official protocol. And finally, we must cover the most dangerous scam of all, one that could potentially land you behind bars. You're at the airport, and a friendly-looking stranger approaches you with a desperate plea. "My bag is overweight, could you please carry this small, light item for me?" Or, "Could you hold this duty-free bag while I use the restroom?" It seems like a completely harmless, kind gesture. However, accepting this favor is the most dangerous airport scam fall for. That small, innocent-looking item they are handing you, whether it's a package, a locked box, or an unmarked container, could be secretly packed with contraband. This includes illegal drugs, banned foreign items, or other illegal substances. If that item is discovered by airport security or customs, you are the person who is caught and held responsible, not the stranger who handed it to you. Sadly, countless innocent, kind travelers, particularly seniors, have been arrested, detained, and face severe international legal penalties for carrying items they didn't pack themselves. Your golden rule of airport safety must be absolute and unwavering. Never, under any circumstances, carry, hold, or watch anything for a stranger. Not even a small envelope, a gift-wrapped box, or a sealed plastic bag. Being kind in this instance could cost you your freedom, ruin your vacation, and potentially lead to years of legal trouble. Stay safe, stay smart, and always handle your own belongings exclusively. Airports are built for security, but scammers are built for opportunity. From fake QR codes to phony cops, each trick is designed to catch you off guard. But now, you know their playbook. You can travel smarter, spot red flags faster, and protect yourself before trouble even starts. So next time you pack your bags, remember, your awareness is your best defense. If this video helped you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next scam could be waiting where you least expect it. Stay alert, stay safe, and enjoy your travel scam-free.